Yo, Chad, what's going on, baby? Welcome back to Wall Street Sessions. I hope you guys are ready for this one. We are changing up the first official Wall Street session where it is now both the G's. Oh, Chris, you ready for this one, brother?
Hey, bro, we in it, eh? In it to win it.
The man's ready, guys. We're going to see if I've seen he's been trading quite aggressive at gold lately, so I think he's been prepping himself here for New York sessions.
Always. Chad, yeah, it feels a little bit weird. Frana was just here giving us a little bit of a tutorial. 2G's indicator, actually 3 indicators. So you guys will see a little bit of the beta version. But yeah, so one indicator to conquer them all.
Yeah, we're going to have it on display here for you guys. Literally one indicator. So before we go into it, I think we'll just take note for you guys that just keep in mind when we're saying this now, every single pair or any indicator you see on our screens going into this session is literally from one indicator. One indicator has marked every single thing on the screen. So just keep that one in mind. But yeah, this will be an indicator that's going to be there for the Project G, guys. It's going to be available to you guys very soon. I think if I'm honest, Chris might agree with me. I'm probably going to say next week. Next week, we'll be giving it out to the Project G, guys. So your screens will literally be able to one indicator and have everything we have marked out on ours.
Yeah, so we in the beta phase here. So we're going to do one more test. There was we did the first indicator we tested. There was some notes. Frana made those changes. Now it is just the final round of testing, and then also at the end of the week, the trade bot basically that's going to share all the trades that's coming directly from our terminal, sending that to the trade alerts group on Project G. That is also going to be done by the end of the week, hopefully. Again, big shout out to Frana. Frana is doing all of this on his own cost. We wanted to pay him. He said absolutely not. He's part of the Chad. So what we're going to do is once Frana is ready, we're going to punt his business. Frana is a software developer. He said a lot of things, and it's full stack development, front end, back end. Dude, yeah, the man is a legend. So
So big shout out to Frana. He's made all of this possible. So for any of you guys moving forward, you definitely can look at that for yourselves. But I think, guys, without further ado, we can start into the charts, starting off with fundamentals. Only thing to watch out for is new home sales. I don't think that's really going to be any much of an event, but who knows, maybe it just gives us a little bit of a kickstart in the direction we are looking for. Previous 634 and we're looking at a 636, so very almost flat, if you want to think of it that way. Not really much of a difference. Tomorrow, as you said, going to be the day the markets come alive with the fundamentals. So again, some nice clear sailing. Now let's get over to it, guys. So again, the fundamentals out of the way, technicals we can start looking at. So DXY, we said that we are bullish. We've mapped this all out for you guys. So we spoke about how trading bullish over here, well, this was my fake out on the Monday. Traded bullish, holding the weekly pivot, and then trading back above over here. So we're seeing us now approaching that R2 from the weekly. What we can see here is on the 4 hour looking very strong. As much as we want to say there's no bottom wick here, we've taken out this little higher. And as I said to you guys in the morning session, with DXY, the next target is straight away the weekly R1 for me. I think this R2, we're going to see a little bit of a pullback as we are now. But again, after that, going to just be breaking through very quickly. So if you guys were watching, if we look at the R1, we broke through the R1, traded up R2. And again, no reason for turning around as of yet. So DXY, we are still going to pretty much be bullish going into the rest of the session. With NASDAQ, this is where it's spot on, guys. If we spoke about this in London as well, unfortunately, didn't take this. We took the testing strat on US 30, but NASDAQ looks like it was the one the money was on. We said this thing was going to trade to the weekly pivot because a lot of guys saying, yeah, but maybe this is the pullback. And I said, yeah, this can be just the pullback, but at the same time, people thinking this is the pullback. What if this is also actually your pullback to continue lower. And that's exactly what's happened. We traded to this weekly pivot, and that's what I said to you guys was going to be the make or break for NASDAQ for probably the rest of this week. We literally hit that pivot and rejected immediately, coming right back down, Asia highs, all the way to Asia lows, and still continuing down. So what we can look at is maybe when we get to this EQ, back to this level of support over here, we can see some type of volume or price come in to allow the NASDAQ to try and fight back a little. Otherwise, if we just break right under, we're going to see that move straight back to the downside. So just keep an eye for that one. With the US 30, very, very much a similar thing. Again, we actually spoke about this morning. And again, you know what? I'll probably jump the gun. If you go look in Project G, we spoke about the sell over here, but I went against my guns. Funny enough, even Crystal said to me, he said, Keegs, I'm not going to be that guy, but weren't you bearish on the day?
What did you said? This thing is done. This thing is chalked.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, that's odd.
And it was just a case of, I don't know what it was. Something in my head just said, listen, when we get to this zone, we're going to take the buys. DXY was having a little pullback, which even for me, it faked me out in the moment. My brain was, I don't know what it was thinking. And we took the buy. And obviously, if you literally go look in Project G, I said to the guys, sell the minute we break, we touch the zone, we break underneath. That would have been your entry. And this thing just waterfall to the downside. So again, a bad call from my side, but did call the move, just entered the wrong way. But we're seeing that trade-off approaching the previous daily low now. So what we can see is on the 4 hour, I still think this is going all the way back down to the weekly pivot. When we look at where the weekly pivot is, this is also our previous support zone, which I said to you guys a while back when USD was breaking. I said, listen, we broke above and never retested this. So it has to be retested. And we are now seeing that come to life over here. So definitely going to be the target for me with US30. So what we can look for here is maybe something like this on market open. Maybe we get lucky, some type of pullback to this key area, find resistance, and we can look to take a sell again further down. So going to be interesting there. And then lastly, gold. We also said to you guys, we are bearish today. So what you're going to be looking at here, the EQ obviously out of the range. We traded down, testing this level of the support. Chris, I think, took your shorts over here somewhere. That was the shorts and then tapped you out. And I said to you guys, same thing. I wanted the shorts, but I wanted the break there. Broke previously and ran without me, so I didn't get the entry there. Came all the way back up, retesting the daily, previous daily low. As we can see over there, literally spot on. Then coming back down, taking Asia lows again, and now running with that break underneath. So we're going to see what happens there. Once we get to the psychological level of 2300, also your daily S2 in that area, we can see maybe seeing a little bit of a turnaround, but as I said, we are more bearish. So personally, I'd maybe like to see a little bit of a pushback and that re-break. We look to take the shorts with it. So pretty much bearish on everything for me with a bullish outlook on the dollar for today. Chris, over to you, brother.
Alrighty, Chad, just something to get used to. Just give me a day or two. Obviously, we're still going to tweak this, so the indicator is live. Let me just do that. So we're just going to test the indicator, but yeah, and then just, okay. Don't stress too much, but all of this will be cleaned up. This is still the beta. Daily R2 DXY, as mentioned, if we held this right here, previous daily high. Let me actually just change that color quickly. I did change it. Previous daily high and low. Beautiful. Previous daily high, we talked about it, Chad, where we said if we hold this level, we are going bullish. Then we started breaking through the daily R1. Now currently at the daily R2. Also considering that we looked at it on a daily perspective, and what did we say today? We are bullish due to the fact that we closed above 105.23. Go to the start of the session this morning when I did the analysis, and I said very likely as a minimum we're going to test that level, and then obviously the next stop is 105.80. Also, believe it or not, go back to Monday's session. What did I tell you? I said, Chad, we are bullish on the dollar. And Monday was trading down. And I said, we're still bullish. We could still come back to the upside. So 5-minute time frame. What am I looking at? We already at the session highs. Are we going to get some type of a blow off? This is the monthly R1 up here, the weekly R1, everything here happening here. So I almost think we're going to make a run for it. So keep an eye out on the daily R2. Just something to get used to. We'll see what we do there. US 30, as mentioned, that I was bearish on the day. Let's just go back to the daily. I was bearish. I don't know why this thing is showing bullish, but I mentioned to you that I am bearish with the potential that we could go bullish. And I said we still have that outside potential to go bullish because we're trading back above the weekly pivot. We're trading above the monthly pivot, which is down here. And also I said, looking at it, this bearish engulfing, the only reason why I am not necessarily overly bearish is because we didn't take a previous daily high. All right, 4-hour time frame. What is the 4-hour doing? The 4-hour is breaking structure a little bit lower here. Look at this. Nice little break there on the 4-hour. 5-minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? There's that structure level we talked about. There is Asia lows. EQ all the way up here, daily pivot all the way up here, 200 EMA acting as a very strong resistance here. Literally tapped it once, came all the way back inside of the Asia range. What is the 80 doing? 80 is relatively flat, so nothing there for me. Going into the session chat, I want to say let's look at the previous daily low. This little cyan, this is cyan. Believe it or not, this is a color. I know about these colors because when I was in engineering, we had to actually assign line scales. So the other color you see, that almost purple color, is actually called magenta. This is cyan, believe it or not. Let me actually show you. Cyan color, taking me back to, sorry Chad, we're gonna go back to the, believe it, still remember it's cyan. Anyway, okay, so what am I looking at? I'm thinking that the previous daily low is a target, definitely. This 4-hour zone here is also a level that we need to monitor. And then also Asia lows. Let's monitor Asia lows. Let's see what happens here at the Asia lows. Let's see what happens. What backdoor? Which backdoor? Yo, that's weird. Okay, I'll check. Maybe it's the keys I've got in my car here. Austin, can't they climb through the ceiling? So Asia lows, we're going to monitor Asia lows, chat, see what we do there. But again, I do think that the previous daily low becomes somewhat of a target for price. NASDAQ on the daily, we spoke about it. Bullish for me, but look at that weekly pivot proving to be somewhat troublesome for price. So on the 4-hour, look at this. Nice little push up to the weekly pivot. Rejection. Not convinced that we are going bearish now for the rest of the week, believe it or not. For the Project G guys that took that daily S1 level or the weekly S1 down here, look at that, beautifully plotting that weekly S1. For the guys that took the weekly S1, remember I said take your profits here. You can wait a little bit later. If you did not take your profits, you could be crying a little bit now, because now you're seeing this massive pullback and it's like, shit, is this thing going to take me out at break even? I don't know. But EQ here, daily pivot down here. Asia, this is not the Asia lows. I don't know where this Asia range, but this is Asia lows, clean breakthrough Asia lows. So what we need to do is, there is the previous daily high. We broke above that, failed to hold above it. So I do think that this area, this entire zone here, is going to be the zone where we either reject from or we're going to start continuing higher. Once we're back inside of the Asia range, EMA is starting to push bullish. Then jumping over to gold, as mentioned, this was the previous daily low. Remember, we spoke about this level the entire morning. We were trying to get some trades. We took our initial sells here this morning. This is the level where we took our initial sells, the break-even sells right there. We got stopped out at break-even. Then a little bit later, we were looking for potential buys after breaking back above this level here, and never got it. Just basically ranged here. And then round about 12 o'clock, this thing started breaking back down here again. I wasn't around the charts at that stage. And then again a little bit later, 20 to 3. I don't know what comics, is comics still 20 past 2? I do think it's 20 past 2. Chad, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think during comics, again, that level proved to be key right there. And now, previous weekly low. Let me just make sure that is the previous weekly low. Yes. Remember what I said this morning? Go and watch the stream. You're going to go and quote me word for word. I said once gold breaks below the previous weekly low, we are in for some trouble. As a minimum 22.93, and it is happening. All right, it is happening here. How do we execute? Key level for me going into the session is here. Either we're going to get some continuation trade here, or what I'm going to look at is the previous weekly low, or the other thing I'm going to look at is this daily S1 to then retarget the daily S2. Looking on the grids, let's make it a little bit more simple for ourselves. 80 is now starting to push bearish. Chad, believe it or not, the ideal place, which I think is a fair spot to get in, is here, 23.10. If we can pull back to there, reject, and then I think we can come down again. The continuation trades down scare me a little bit, and I say scare me a little bit because again, we haven't even had the data. We said that the week technically from a fundamental point of view only starts tomorrow once we start getting that top tier data, mid to top tier data. So the fact that we're already trading here at a weekly low, dollar index trading at a weekly high, it's a little concerning for me. Or not concerning, it's just where's the edge? What is driving the market here? All right, so those are my levels that I'm looking at, and yeah, I hope you guys are ready. Where do we sign up for the Ultimate Trader? I'm going to share that link with you shortly, my brother. Thanks, Keeks. Sorry, man. It was quite a... Feels weird. Good, bro. Dude, how does it feel? For me, it feels like I don't know where I am on my chart. It's you get...
Some things feel a bit weird. It's literally almost like I'm looking at the same thing, but it just feels different.
I need to get used to it. I'm not used to it at all.
But I mean, it is good, though.
No, it's amazing. Like everything is there.
Yeah, that's what I say. So, but like I say, everything is there, but not because it's identical to how we normally know it. It's like a little bit like throwing us off. My brothers in Christ, how are you this afternoon? I hope you have a great session, live stream. I'm going to be in and out, but I'll be awesome, Michael. Good to see you, bro. I'm USD from 39,184. Would you just pull out for before news? TP is at 38.4. Nah, bro. Once this thing goes down, if that breaks the previous daily low, 38,975 is your first target. We spoke about this with the Project G guys. As I said, I was just a wanker and went against my own call, but that was me. NASDAQ and US30, and I didn't take either of them. Let's run up those likes, guys. Hey, yay. The beta indicator is looking good. Yeah, bro, it is fire.
I don't even know what my password is for Instagram.
That's what you just say, guys. Keep in mind, I mean, the fact, I think there's four indicators. It's 4 or 5 indicators all in one. So for example, the guys, the Project G guys, if you are literally trading like Chris and myself, obviously for the free trading view, you guys can literally, one, you're going to set up mine, and one, you can set up Chris's, and your screens will have all of our stuff, and then you still have the 80 at the bottom. So you will have everything looking identical to us in 2 indicators.
Sorry, I just want to get that link. We should actually drop that link now.
Which link is this?
No, the Ultimate Trader link. Copy link. Let me just drop it in the YouTube here. Chat, I think we hit 500,000 views on our channel. I was looking at it last night. Let me just check here. Keeks. Yeah. Keeks, we officially hit 500,000 views. Yeah, chat, thank you so much to all of you guys. We've hit over 500,000 views, almost 60,000 likes, and over 1,000 comments, and over 2,100 shares.
You know, sorry, Chris, you know what makes that special though, bro?
Because it's a grind. It's not one video.
But that's what I was going to say. That's not one video that went viral.
No,
that's a video
grind.
where it was a community that rocked up every single day to watch it. Because not a lot of people really go rewatch a live.
No,
that's a community of viewers that rocked up every single day, and we're there together. So yeah, that's a big one.
Chat, I'm dropping it now in the chat. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Ultimate Trader. Yeah. So that is 500,000 views that was grinded out. Sorry, bro. You can take the day off after that. Sorry, Mosky. Flip, man.
All right. Good day. Can you compare your 140k with your 10k account? What do you mean compare them? Life changing community, 100% Linden.
Yeah, Chad, 500,000. I was laying in bed last night and I was like, flip. Exactly what Keegan said. Now it wasn't even like videos going viral. It was literally every day.
Yeah,
grinding it.
Congratulations, this deserves a horn, 100%.
Sheesh.
We got 5 minutes till market open, guys. To my brother that was asking about USD, guys, are literally at the previous day low now. So if this thing rejects at all, I'd say kill it. Personally, I'd say kill it. That must take that now, and that thing must pump. That must run now to that last bottom part.
What is that?
USD. So you'll see here, guys, over here now. I can't remember who it was that asked me, but you at the lows now, previous daily low. Like if this thing shows any type of rejection,
it's going back.
Like this must break that low and pump to the downside now.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep in mind, you literally at the market open, so the next candle that's going to open is going to be that market open. And I feel if it closes underneath, you're good, it's going to melt. If that thing closes anything like this, it's going to turn around. All the bumping and grinding in the clubs.
Sure, Chad, we bumped and grind for 500,000 views.
ZAR and USD for what it's worth. The price you paying for.
Yeah, it's just the price, Chad. When it comes to Vault Funder, nothing changes in terms of the rand or the dollar accounts. It's purely the base currency. As South African traders, we've talked about it, seeing rands makes a lot more sense. Seeing $1,000 maybe wouldn't excite you, but if I threw, say, 18,000, 20,000 Rand there on your screen, then it's like, flip, okay, this is money. So for some people, they do enjoy seeing the rands, and for some it's like, I don't want to see big values because then it's going to make me fearful, whatever, let me trade the dollar. Then you trade your dollar accounts. There's nothing wrong. There's no difference. Purely the base currency and purely the base currency, that's all. It's literally the only difference.
Keys, please report to the head office. That's not the way you blow.
Who said that?
This horn over here, this one, it has problems getting up.
Sorry, Nto, you got your account, eh? Nto, I believe you got your account.
2 buys on GV, JP when I TP hit, I am done for the day. 1 to 2 are on every trade. Beautiful, bro.
Made a comment on the morning stream about a sell. You did, Pip Tracker. You did. We talked about it where you said you're looking at how US30 was ranging, and I still said we can come all the way back in that daily, weekly range and still be bullish. And this could just be one big consolidation. Even this consolidation can, when I'm talking about the weekly consolidation, can go into next year when we have our first rate cut, or even maybe one emergency rate cut at the end of the year. We've got some bank stress tests coming out tonight. So if the banking sector is going to start struggling, if people, the retail community, like me, you, anyone else that is using a credit card, which has got a bond to pay, all of that, if the defaults start going up, what do you think is going to happen with the banks? There's going to be a stress on liquidity. And that is the thing that the Fed also needs to consider, is that a lot of people are going into debt just to sustain themselves, not even to buy nice things, to buy groceries. All right, so that is also that's going to then start affecting the banks. And then the banks are going to be like, listen, yeah, we are stressed out. Keeks, can you open up these markets for us?
Round 6. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Fight.
Sheesh. You're gonna need some training on that one.
Alright, yeah guys. Everything looks to be running without us. I mean, DXY is nearly at that weekly resistance. Gold has literally dropped the ball big time already. NAS and US30 are like the ones you're gonna have to try catch here.
I'm gonna go on a limb here, Keeks, and say today could be one of those days where we trend during London, we trend early part of New York to just reverse. Reverse.
There we go. Whoever that was in US30, there she goes.
US30. Sheesh. Alright.
Chris, I'm just gonna put on your screen.
Okay.
I'm just sending something here for the group.
Alrighty, US30 going. I can actually delete this because we have the beta indicator. Beta boys, weekly pivot, daily S1, monthly pivot. Where is this monthly pivot? Alright, that's why it is a beta. You want to see? Oh, I think it's down here. Chat, is that the monthly pivot? Yeah. Weekly S1 down there. Let me just see on the daily. Okay, on the daily it's not showing me anything. Oh, there it's coming through. Daily, weekly. Yeah, there's the monthly. Okay, yeah, 38,838. So it seems like on the 5 minute it's a little bit 38,838. Yeah, okay. All right, Chad, markets are open. Okay, there we go. As I mentioned, that just seemed to like the most likely target for me, seeing that we're breaking through this R2 here. Okay, dollar just on a run here. US 30. Okay, weekly pivot, giving us a little bounce ski there, and then Nasdaq. Remember Nasdaq, previous daily high, all the way up here. So we want to see what we do there, and then also Asia lows. I'm still bullish on it. I'm still bullish. I can just delete this. Later on, the colors are just not clear, but basically what it comes down to is we'll have the daily bias as bullish, weekly bias as bullish, and it's the Wall Street session. We must just change that color, that orange. I want mine blue. Oh, but you know what, Keeks? This is not going to work though.
Why?
Remember, indicator is global.
What do you mean?
So look here, for instance, if I change it here to my daily bias as bearish, neutral, and I go to Nasdaq, it's actually, okay, bearish, neutral. If I go to Nasdaq, it's going to show bearish, neutral, because
that's the anyone we was actually talking about it. That one.
We won't be able to do the. We'll still need to do the biases manually.
It's a nice little thing, but because you can't physically change it for each pair.
Okay.
But everything else works perfectly. Yes, it's bridge. Check that US 30 though. Literally, guys, as I already said, that weekly pivot, that thing smacked the pivot straight on and then reversed.
What is gold doing? Okay, gold already weekly S1. Okay. Daily S2. Ooh. Okay, chat, I'm just gonna wait for this to.
Are you guys scalpers or do you only take trades here on these streams? Yeah, and off stream. But I wouldn't say we're scalpers, no. I mean, we're not about that 10 pip life.
I might join the 10 pip life. It's good for marketing. It's very good for marketing. High win rate, low pip count.
Jared, we did say we are bearish on US 30 and Nasdaq.
Somebody asking. The news release, I think, Chad, is relatively it's lower tier data. I don't think it's anything that's going to move the market, if I'm very honest with you. Yeah, no. This new home sales could maybe have an effect. New home sales month on month could have an effect. Mid-tier data, yeah, okay. Could. I think a massive shift to the downside there will obviously show some slowing down, just typically in people selling their homes. Ooh.
What are you about?
No, when I shifted it, there was a lot going on it. Yeah, gold was just a straight rundown. Weekly S1 holding. Markets are very volatile again, Chad. If I look at gold here, 1 5-minute candle, almost 40 pips. So even if you use dude, 2 5-minute candles, literally clearing a grid here. US 30, dude. US 30 looks like a buy, my bro. That's all I'm saying. Look at that massive rejection at the previous daily low. Massive rejection off this previous daily low. 80 literally just
Well, that's
pumped
for
bullish.
me, bro. Like I said, I just had to test that zone, which it's tested now. So that thing can reverse now.
Yeah, Chad.
You can do it, Chris.
I can do it. I can do it. I can. The question is, do I want to? Do I want to? Yeah, 7 more minutes, then I'm going to look. The calls off the daily pivot, off the EQs this week, last week. Even Shaq in the office, most of his trades actually were in line
we were
with.
talking about it. Literally, so he doesn't use it, but everywhere he was taking the trade was literally on the EQ.
The one Sally took was the previous daily high. I still mentioned to the guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shaq takes a buy off this previous daily low.
What would it look like on the 1 minute? So let's just see it quickly.
Throw it on your screen. I'm just direction. Quickly throw it on your screen. I've got the Shaq. I'll never give it out. Let me see.
I think he's but I think he'd be looking for the sell.
Do you think he's looking for a sell? Okay.
Just because of what I know how he trades. So what he's looking for there, I'd say to sell. Unless it looks different on his chart.
I think he's already in a buy. I'm just saying, Chad. I don't want to. I'll never give away his strategy. But all I'm saying is I think he's looking for a buy. I think he's looking for a buy. If he's not already in a buy.
Are youth African, you guys?
We are very African, eh? Very African.
Shaq is buying. Is he in the buy already?
I think he's in already. I'm actually very Afrikaans.
The Afrikaner.
That Afrikaner in me. So I'm African. We started off as African, and then a little bit later I went to become an Afrikaner.
So he's looking for buys, but he's not in a buy yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Impossible. I can't believe it. I can't believe he's not in a buy yet.
But he is also, he's not in the buy yet. So
That is very, very weird.
That's what I just said, bro.
That is weird. I would have. Okay, then clearly I don't know my boy Shaq. Then I clearly have no clue.
I'm in gold sales 23.14. 23.14. Yo, my brother. I don't know how big your stop is, but you're being greedy here. You already broke the psychological key level. You're at the weekly supply. I don't know what you're aiming for.
No, man, Shaq is in, bro. I can tell you now. Shaq is in. Chad, I can almost guarantee you.
Chris, I won Gary Knowles Vault Fund at 10K. I can't give her on Friday and still waiting for my account.
You're going to get it today, my brother.
Yeah.
You're going to get it today.
Just being busy, brother.
It was literally a case of Keegan was sitting on it. He sent it to me. And if I told you there's a lot of WhatsApp messages, and Keeks, that remind me today. So everyone will get their accounts.
Is Shaq
today.
looking at gold or USD? Stefan Shaq only trades USD, brother. Man won't touch anything else.
Yeah.
Nice movement from Naz. I'm waiting for the 50-minute shuffle to be over, then I'll buy. Yeah, 50-minute shuffle. Literally missed TP by 10 points. Aish.
Who's that?
Brother man.
Hey, brother man is that guy that wants the ball. He said we want the danger setups. Brother man.
Ruben bro, it's just a case of I think that's what he's traded. It's what he built his idea on, his theories, his strategy.
Who's that?
He's asking why only does he trade and nothing else. So
It makes so much. It makes so much sense just to trade one instrument.
That's what guys like. Just to be fair, sorry, Chris. Like
Yeah.
literally from last year to this year, not even. I'd say from February. I ditched the majors. I ditched the yen pairs. and probably had 3 of my biggest months back to back again after that. Like, I wasn't doing this those months ago, and that's purely because I'm trading the charts, only the charts I know I'm good at. So if you're 50-50 with the other ones, why you trade them? Just take them out. Like, Chris, if you could trade one pair, what would it be?
One pair.
Yeah, only one pair for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life,
Yeah.
I will trade gold. I'll trade gold.
Master in one pair, nothing wrong. No, exactly. Gold all day. Yeah, I was also, if you guys know, obviously I will do gold as well. I think gold just, yes, there's a fundamental, sentimental, all of that to it, but it does follow technicals very nicely. Where like US30 and them, especially NASDAQ, you can get screwed very quickly. I sent you the winning lotto ticket numbers on WhatsApp, Chris. Did you miss that too?
Sorry, high probability I did. Very, very, very high probability I did.
Chris could have added like 4 M3s at this point.
Sheesh, Chad. I want that grind life. I want to grind for me. I'm kidding. Alrighty. Yeah, Chad. Things have just been one way here. A lot of these moves seem algo driven. I think it's a case of the I don't even want to say the big boys. Then I sound like these conspiracy guys. The market maker. No, I just think the bigger players in the market. I think they're setting themselves up for tomorrow and Friday. So I think to some extent they are front running the market a little bit, and yeah, we'll see. Because there was nothing today to really drive any major speculation here of where we're going.
Alright guys, just note the 50-minute shuffle is over here. So we're going to start looking here. Victor, okay. Hi 2Gs, just a quick one. Do you have a signal channels whereby one can sub? Victor, not necessarily signals. Yes, there is signals, but it's our Project G. There's a lot more to it than just signals, but that is in the description. Hey, Project G is in the description.
Yeah,
just
Project
go check
G,
there, Project G.
the website.
Go check out the website there. The market makers, what in the flat earth are those?
What did he say? What in the market maker are those?
Alright. Oof, NASDAQ trying to fight back. US30.
Nasticles. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
What now?
Touch something and move something on the screen.
Even changed my strat to 1-2. No, man, brother, man. I just, I was kidding, man. I was kidding. Yes, dude. Things are volatile. Yeah, there's a lot of volume in the markets. There is a ton of volume.
Got that little bit of news coming out now at 4 as well.
Keegan taking us back to the 80s. Is this 80s music? Almost feel like I'm in the 80s. Dun, dun, dun.
Alright. Well, NASDAQ trying to fight back though.
I think with NASDAQ, it's all vibes.
Approaching the previous daily high. Let's see what happens there.
Is that NASDAQ? Oh, yeah. So, All right, Chad, Nasdaq is in that little box. This is the box where things happen. Nasdaq, US 30, just dying off here. Keeks, what? You did call it right. And I still ask you, why do you think US 30, you literally just said you're thinking US 30 is just going to die for the rest of the day. But why?
What do you mean why?
No, what? You literally like this morning.
Oh, why I called the sell?
Yeah.
Oh, very, very simple. We're trading down on the daily. Obviously, I am bearish now. We broke away. So that was a main rejection area. And I always say when we trade between two key areas, once that's the ceiling and the floor, you've hit the ceiling, you're coming down, you've got to go to the floor. So on the 4 hour, we took out that low over there, which was the support area. Hold that there. That was our 61. So that was the chance of the fib to come back. Once we traded back up, I said to the guys, this was either the break to turn and have the buy continuation, or it was going to reject and sell. And once we had the 4 hour close underneath, just the pullback and then re-enter on that. So that was the trade over there. Your retest, the break, there was the pullback at 11.15. And then just the break and sell off. Asia lows untested. That's not going to go. We always talk about if you have a support area, you need to get away from it. So even though this was the fib level, once you could break underneath, there was your retest again. Sell off and just going to aim for the low of the floor as we spoke about. And when we look there, the weekly pivot's there. So just have the weekly pivot as your target. And there you had it. I mean, perfect on the money with it. So that was all shared with the Project G guys.
What are these markets doing, my bro? Sheesh.
Keegs, do you still trade currencies? I haven't in a long time, bro. I haven't in a long time, and I don't see a need to right now.
No currency shall be traded.
I hate a love-hate relationship with gold. It abuses me, but I love it. The big thing now is, like we said, Nasdaq was at that key area for the sell. This is USD's key area. So if we start having any type of support, I think if we even get back above the previous daily low with a closure, we can go long. But if we keep rejecting, this can go lower. Will you take NAS if it gets back above the previous daily high?
So you're asking me?
Yeah.
No. And the reason I'm saying that is purely due to the fact that obviously you don't want to be trading the weaker one. But for instance, if I look at US 30, that previous daily low, having the weekly pivot just below tapped, is better for me than actually we're trading above the weekly pivot on US 30, but we're trading below the weekly pivot on NAS.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get you.
So, but to be honest, dude, where the market is now, I don't know. It feels a little bit squeezy. That squeezy poo, Chad. If you've got children, it's that little squeezy that like you grab this nappy. I don't like this. And your wife's like, damn, I also don't want to change it. And you're like, take the child out, hose pipe. I've been there, trust me.
I've been there.
I'll never forget it the first time my wife, when we had our first child, she had a function at, I think it was a year-end function. She had to go out to Port Alfred. They stayed over there. And I was looking, and as soon as my wife's like, everything's prepped. My wife's very militaristic. So everything's prepped for you, bottles, everything. I just changed a nappy. Like, you guys are good to go. And I'm like, beautiful. And as my wife left, maybe like 10 minutes later, the child bombed. It was a bomb. Pure. Just a horrific. Chad was like, that child kept it in the entire week and waited for her mom to go, and then just said, listen, we're gonna make up for some time here. You haven't been changing nappies. I'm gonna give you're gonna see the final boss now. This year, final boss. And I've changed 5 nappies in my life, and a lot of them were final bosses. They weren't like these tutorial bosses. You just start the game off like, hey, here's a little tutorial, left click, right click, spacebar, jump. No, these were, I had to, very peculiar situations.
How old are you guys? I'm 14.
How old are you guys? Liberator. 100% AMDX. You're expecting us to take Asian ion as. Alright. Left cylindrical trading. Hey. Possible distribution phase on NAS. Chad, for me it's a possible not taking any trade here type of phase. 7 more minutes, then we'll see. Gold currently holding the weekly kicks. You can throw over to my screen if you want to.
There you go.
Alrighty, Chad. Remember we said we want to see what we do at 23.05. We want to see what we do here at 23.02. Weekly S1. However, AD has now started to come back bearish again. And the only thing is we need some type of structure to trade from, but this is quite a bit of distribution to the downside. So I would love some type of pullback to get short. We're trading below the EMAs. We are trading below. Look at that, Chad. Look at that 200 EMA. The 5 minute. Just look at that. So if you say, indicators don't work, I'm not saying you trade off it, but indicators do add value. For me at this stage, I'm looking at, let me just delete this. I don't know what that line is for. At this stage, I'm looking at 23.905. We've technically already tested the 2300 level. Where's the, dude, we're not even close to anything. Then US 30, very, very interesting, this 4 hour. 4 hour, very, very interesting. Yes, I still like the longs. Nasdaq, okay. Nasdaq, this block here. DXY already rejecting that block there that we drew up. So now this becomes a level. What is this? Daily R2. I did say I expect this is one of those days early on. We're still going to trend and then we're going to reverse. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But I'm going to play for that reversal. Neil, I feel like you're setting me up here. Chris, have you heard of the Feynman technique? TG's trading, think you're right. Shaq looking for the buy. I actually think Shaq was already in the buy. I don't know why I think he was already in the buy. If he took that buy, I think he would have been stopped out. The buy that the buy would usually take, but also considering it, I don't think he would have taken it. Yeah, I think it was just way too extended away from the bands. Chad, let's see. Get ready on gold. This could be very, very aggressive. It could be a very, very aggressive trade here on gold. I must actually set this thing up for me better here. Chad, on gold. What I'm looking at for here, let me just see what you guys can see. We're getting a little bit of a stair step here. We already technically tested the 23,200. The daily S3 is all the way down here. The weekly S1 is all the way down here. So again, if we can, I'm not saying we are going to, but if this 5 minute can do something like that, that's also the close of the hourly. The hourly is still heavily bearish. Okay. I will look for a very, very aggressive sell here. Very aggressive. That is if we can break below here in 1 minute 25 seconds. So get ready. If we close somewhere down here, I'm going to have a sell stop on the low of that hourly candle. Just going to wait for a top wick. Otherwise, what we are going to look at, because remember, this is the weekly S1. Looking at the 4 hour, have we tested the weekly pivot yet? Let's quickly see here. Let's wait for this bad boy to load. Weekly pivot there. Okay, we have tested it. Look at that. Tuesday, right there. That is the weekly pivot. That was tested. Bearish engulfing, came down, retested it. A little bit of a liquidity spike there. Traded lower. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Keeks is back.
I was gonna say.
What are you looking for on gold?
On gold, I wanted to see a bit more of a push back up to then see a sell off again. Well, there you go. There's the news now, so let's see what happens. What did the news come out as? Let's have a look here.
Okay, a drop. New home sales dropping, and then sheesh, new home sales change minus 11.3. Previous was 2%. Massive drop there, Chad. Massive drop. Look at gold. Okay. This changes things up a bit. What is dollar doing? Dollar holding that previous daily R2. Are we going to bust through that weekly R1? Are we going to bust through that level? Damn, I need to pee. 4 minutes. Geeks, over to you, brother. I have to go pee. Just look at our weekly S1 chat. When I come back, let's see.
Yo, I swear, I don't know what it is, but you need to take a trade and that bladder just pops. We're going to look at the Nasdaq bars, guys. Looking quite good for me. US 30, even if we can get back above this previous daily low, the bars are on. So if we can get like a nice break above here, I'll take the longs on Nasdaq. So if we get something like that, I'll go long. Yeah, I think US 30 is gonna hurt some people. So we're just gonna see how this thing's gonna close here. So there we go. That's what we want to see there. I'm looking at NASDAQ bars.
Huh? Aggressive.
The NASDAQ bars.
Aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Alright. Where's brother, man? Let's get aggressive here, my bro.
Your gold's
Gold.
looking ready.
Sheesh, gold.
NASDAQ's looking good. So we just need to close above here. We got this, then I'll go for it.
Vibes. Are we going for the vibe trade?
Just like that, guys. If that thing can hold there and it's park the bus there, I'll take the long now.
But didn't that trade into a supply zone, Keegs? That is a supply zone into a fair value gap into a BBL. Alright, Chad. 5 minute time frame. Weekly S1 held on gold. What I'm looking for here, very aggressive. 5 minutes is, I want to see a bottom wick first, have to see a bottom wick, and then on the break of the high. Because why? Because the hourly is still heavy bearish. That hourly can push all the way to 2308 and then still flip bearish. Sorry, Keeks.
Guys, I was going to say I might even take US 30 if I don't take NASDAQ, if NASDAQ runs a bit too much for us. Then we'll take US 30.
So get ready for gold, Chad. I will be utilizing... okay, I might miss it because my charts... What the flip view toolbars standard...
Okay, guys, I'm taking US 30 out of the two.
Okay. Chad, sorry. Okay, there.
That's in.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Is this goal? What am I doing, young man?
30 pip as usual.
Alright, Chad, I've got a buy stop above the previous 5 minute high. A young buy stop. I will let you know when I'm activated. I will let you know what the stop loss is going to be as well. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. I'm going to go with the 25 pip stop. Let's just see. The maximum stop I'll go is 32 points. And I am going for...
Have you entered yet?
No, bar stops.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know. I'm targeting 2308. 2308. Let's see, 2308. Buy stops not activated yet. Let me just make a note here.
Bro, you know, watch this be my luck again, Chad. That now I'm like US 30. I want NAS. I take US 30. US 30 is gonna clap me and NASDAQ's gonna run. Watch this now.
Are you in a position?
Yeah. But I'm only on half a risk though because I've already my clap this morning. There's NASDAQ gone, bro. Like that was literally the plan, yeah.
What did you enter?
I entered US 30.
Wait, that shit. Let me just see. I'm still in the past here. Oh,
Where
damn.
are you, bro?
Yo, okay. Chad. Yo, okay. I'm deleting the bar stops. That thing. Yo.
If you guys got it on NAS, then I'm happy for left centrical trader.
Okay, I'm keeping the bar stops. I'm just gonna go with a 32 point stop. And if I
put half the risk on even then, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a buy stop not activated yet. Dude, gold is volatile like you wouldn't believe.
What's gold doing? Oh damn.
Yo, okay, buy stop's not activated yet. Alright, I will let you know. Okay, yeah, DXY breaking back below daily R2. That is positive. Let's see here.
For the guys that took NAS, your TP, if you just break Asia highs now, right back up to that weekly pivot, bro. Right back up to the weekly pivot.
The NAS do that thing where if we draw a box. Quickly throw on my screen, Kicks.
I will do.
Yeah, Chad, look at this. Previous daily high. Asia lows, back in the range, continuation trade. Asia highs already taken now. US, just gold. I just want to show you guys. Buy stop's not activated. So, deleting this order because I want it to be activated on this 5. So we'll just look at what the next 5 is doing. Not activated yet. Let me just delete that quick. Looking for a potential pullback play here. DXY. Look at that level. This is the level we need to monitor.
USD is gonna die, bro. Yeah, NAS was the trade. USD was wrong. Yeah.
Why did you decide on NAS?
Because DXY.
Oh, DXY.
Purely,
Okay.
so DXY was actually melting off. So it was both of them was the idea that NAS is what I wanted, but was very expansive already. So we wanted to go with US30. Hoping also the same reversal, and then US30 is just still going down. That's fine, half the risk on this trade, so we're still in. The fat lady's still trying to sing.
US30.
Yeah, I don't like also that NAS even rejected the Asia highs. It's a bit of a problem there now.
US30 I think is still good once we get above here, Chad. That previous daily low, I do think once we get above that, because look at the 80. The 80 is showing that while this is going down, there's a lot of buying going on down here. That is why the 80 is pushing up. It's showing that there's a lot of buying going on in this zone right here.
Yeah.
Nasdaq breaking back.
Once USD is above that previous daily low, it's golden.
No, then it's gone. Then
Yeah.
it's gonna run. Joe, gold. Sheesh. What do we do here?
You were wanting to buy gold or something?
Yeah, buy. I want to see. We're holding the weekly S1 here. This zone here, 2305, still untested. So as a minimum, that was basically the London low. So London low was there. We broke through it untested, and now we're holding the weekly S1. But the thing is just how volatile this thing is. Nasdaq, US30, DXY. Okay. DXY said not done yet. Not done yet. Hold on to my beer. Hold on. Yeah, gold is very tricky at this stage.
Alright, there's USD out, guys. So that's the testing strat this morning, and then one actual bullet on my main account.
Daily S1 monthly pivot is down. Oh.
Guys, I'm gonna make a rule moving forward from tomorrow. Chris needs to also do something. If I say I'm bearish, don't let me look for a trade on the opposite direction.
Did you buy again?
I bought again, bro.
Oh.
Like, I just think about this now. Like, literally. Like, bro. Like, bro. Literally on the screen. Wall Street session. Bearish. And I'm buying again. Nah, bro.
I'm honest. I didn't like the price action this morning around the Asia highs. But again, just looking at the price action this morning and yesterday wasn't great. Nasdaq, I don't.
Not even Nasdaq.
Gold.
Nasdaq played a bit longer. I mean, like I said, if you entered there, you were in a little bit of profits, but that's still nothing to write home about. You're basically almost at break even at the moment.
Hang Seng down 1.4%. Nikkei up 1.2%. Yeah, gold is Chad. No, at this stage, I cannot lead you guys into anything here. If I lead you into anything here, I will be lying. 2300, obviously a key level. Gold is just super volatile. US 30, Chad, I'm going to be very honest with you. If we get a dip into this level and we hold that level, check here, we haven't really tested the previous daily low. If we can hold above here or even start trading back above here, I do think the longs are on. Look at this. Look at yesterday as well. Yesterday just died. Yesterday the 80 didn't show you anything to buy, but where can I show you a little bit of that divergence? Okay, come on. Oh, Chad, this is diverging for me.
Oh, their DXY is taking shots now.
This thing is diverging for me. If you look at this, if you look at that, and you look at the 80, you can clearly see the divergence. How difficult they're going to make it for the buyers to get in, I don't know. I've seen it where they'll take the lows quite a number of times. They're going to make you doubt that position, and then they're just going to run it away from you. Or it could just be one tap in, one bullish engulfing candle and gone. Nasdaq, as mentioned, I said I didn't like it purely due to the fact that we're trading below the weekly pivot. US 30 trading above the weekly pivot. So in technical basis, where it's currently standing, US 30 the stronger one between the two. Alright, so NAS Asia highs, weekly pivot, up 1.5%. Yo, the way gold is trading now, I think you can trade it on the 1 minute. You can trade the 1 minute like the 5 minute. Chad, are we going to start trading the 1 minute on gold? Yes, the gold.
Bro, this is going to be one of those days where US 30 wicked me out and turned around.
Daniel Jordan, we only want good news, Chris. Yes. I'm all about that good news. I am looking for trades here, but it needs to make sense. It needs to make sense. Otherwise, if it's not making sense. Chad, look at this. 80 taking out that high. Look there. That's why I'm saying a lot of flip. I don't know. What is DXY doing? Okay, DXY dying down. There's this red line here. Let me just see what red line is this. What the heck? What is this? I don't even know what line this is. Is this the weekly? Let me just see what that is on. Gigs 105.53. What do you have there on DXY?
Where?
105.53. I've got a red line there, but it's not telling me what it is.
I don't have anything there. That's something of yours.
Chad, what?
Go to your settings. It could either be a monthly, a yearly. If it's not telling you, it's one of the bigger ones because it's probably still running. So I'm going to tell you now, it's probably a monthly or a yearly.
You think it's
so go to a 4 hour.
Yo, okay, let's check daily. Daily or bro, this is a random.
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
No.
Yo, okay.
105.
This
530.
105.53.
53.
105 529. I don't know. Okay.
No, I have nothing there, bro.
Yo. That is very weird.
Keegs, are the project guys trading PCE? I mean, we can if you guys want to.
When is PCE?
Friday, hey? I think Friday. Yeah, Friday. Personally, I
PCE
think
is it volatile?
a little bit. I was gonna say personally, I think tomorrow your GDP and unemployment claims would be bigger even. But we 100%. If you guys want to do PCE, we can do PCE. Personally, I won't because I mean, yeah, it's not really something I would trade. And I mean, next week you got NFP, so I'll just save up for NFP. Or both, lol. Yeah, you can as well, bro. Listen, it's up to you guys. The main ones are the obvious, but if those are ones you guys want to do, we could do it.
Buying US30 at 38,950. Stacks Capital. Beautiful. What did you say? 38,950. Alright, yeah.
Selling my car for next week's NFP.
Markets are, markets are very, very choppy, very rangy. And again, if your strategy allows you to get in somewhere here, beautiful. I've never traded a strategy where I would have been in here somewhere. Maybe I'm trading the wrong strategy, but all of my trades are usually from some type of base, some type of consolidation that happens, and I usually take a trade from there, some type of concentration of price, and then we trade the distribution away from a level like that. But never have I, if I'm very honest, I've never traded just clean traffic like that. No. Nasdaq. What is Nasdaq doing? Alrighty, US30. Alrighty.
Yeah, honestly, nothing like clear for me, bro.
No,
I think I'd take my second bullet on.
At this stage, I'm ready to send that CV out, Chad. Let me know. Corporate experience, MBA, civil engineering degree, postgrad business administration, electives with future studies, entrepreneurship and management of technology.
And don't forget, economist.
And a part-time economist. I just like to do my weekend blogs on the economy. It is called Weekend Economy. All right. Started the application process for my CFA1. Felt cute. Didn't apply for the exam. Yeah, Chad, there's a lot of stuff I still want to do, but so little time. Keeks, bro, this red line is something here, Chad. I don't know how this thing got. It's something.
I have no clue.
Bro, that red line definitely. Wait, let me see on this side. Let me see on this side, yeah. Yo, that's gonna bother me. What? Wait. 105, 53, 105. Yeah, bro, I don't know. Oh, but this thing is also now. Okay, no. Alright, chat, what's happening in the chat here? How's everyone doing? Chris, have you? Okay. Think you're right, Shaq is looking because the line is still at the top. Won't say what line. Why is Shaq in Dubai?
Huh?
Alright, yeah.
Wait, what?
No, Etienne, why is Shaq in Dubai? When he said, I think Shaq is looking to buy. Almost like the Arnold Schwarzenegger when they wanted to upgrade him to Windows 10 or 11. And he still said, I still love Vista, baby. Chad, you didn't get it. Him saying, I still love Vista. Like, I still love Vista. No, man. Come on, Chad.
Guys, I'm not even going to say it, but you're study doing us dirty. A little wick out and then hitting a TP.
No, man, for real.
Yeah.
How do you mean TP?
That was where stops were. Our TP is literally like over here. Yeah, our TP is literally like over here somewhere. Or was that like the highs here?
So he's saying I should enter on your stop.
Just pull a jab there, bro.
Nas US 30. Yeah.
There goes our US 30, yeah. Doing you dirty. Actually giggling, yeah, bro. It's
Oh, what did you on what time frame did you take it?
5 minutes.
Nasdaq was actually the better one.
It was the better one.
even though it didn't do a lot though. What is this?
Because I think
Nasdaq.
I wanted it like yeah. If I got it, yeah, bro.
Nasdaq barely did 30 points though.
But that's what I wanted it, yeah, and it ran. If we got the break
Nasdaq.
there, above, there's your 30 pips. Now you've got Asia lows, and you got the previous daily high. There's your 1-to-1. You would have literally hit it in that same candle. But it ran, and I was in a twist and took US 30.
Chad, there's honestly nothing for me here today. Nothing. US 30. Do you want to stick around for it?
There's 4 minutes, Chris. 4 minutes for you to take a trade.
No, bro, there's nothing. Dude, what do I trade you? What do I trade you unless I pull some ICT stuff here? I don't even think if I traded ICT I could have entered anything here. ICT guys are still waiting for a pullback into a fair value gap.
Hey, Carl. Just a little rabbit. Kick a man raise down there, bro. Your TP on your US 30. My stop loss was a fraction more than yours. Shot for the trade kicks. Hey, I'm glad you're eating that, brother.
Alright, chat. So Nasdaq 15-minute time frame. We've got the supply demand flip here. Obviously supply now becoming a demand. So what are we looking for on the 1 minute? We're looking for that buy side, sell side inefficiency to be swept. And then we're looking for some trend line liquidity. Right here, this is what we call a supply demand flip zone. So we just want this 15 minute to close inside of that supply, and then we want that fair value gap to be tapped right there. Right, and we are targeting these liquidity highs here. What we'll do is we'll post something a little bit later on Twitter saying we are the enigma. We do move the markets. All right. There goes NASDAQ.
There they go.
So we waited this entire day to come to gold doing this. Where did we open up? We open up here. This is where we open up, and then gold said, let me just shuffle the boys. I am here to shuffle the lads. Just buy anything. I think USD is going to play ball after NY. No offense to anyone, yeah, lol. ICT does not and has never taught supply and demand. No, I don't know what ICT taught. ICT taught
Bro, how's that?
fair value gaps.
US30 fighting back, and NASDAQ just absolutely crashed.
Is there earnings out? Wait, let's check here. Wall Street mix as tech stocks attempt recovery, financials drag. Wall Street set for tepid open as tech recovery loses steam. For FedEx leaps after upbeat profit forecast. Rivian up on Volkswagen joint venture. Southwest Airlines falls after results. Dow down 0.41. S&P off 0.1. Nasdaq up 0.19%. Wall Street remains mixed. AI chip leader Nvidia edge higher for second day after sell-off that wiped out 430 billion of its market value. Alright, the broader Philadelphia SE semiconductor index climbed 0.5. Apple rose 1.5 after Rosenblatt upgraded the iPhone maker stock to buy from neutral. Alright, Rosenblatt giving the thumbs up for Tim Apple. The market is trying to figure out in real time whether it needs to focus on the biggest three stocks, Nvidia, Apple and Microsoft, or is it time for the other 497 stocks to take the baton, said Art Hogan, chief market strategist at B. Riley Wealth. That's been the debate in markets over the course of the week so far. Chad, remember when I talked, I think this was for Project G guys, remember when we talked about rotational, like cyclical rotation out of your higher risk stocks into some more blue chip, even sitting on cash, Chad, even getting into cash. Let's just check here. While we're honest, let's actually see on my list, red list, let's check the top tickers. Let's check the top tickers and the bottom tickers. Apple top ticker here today. Let's just do this quickly. Swing setup for Apple. Alrighty, Apple. Beautiful. Look at that. That is that yearly R1. HD Home Depot. Okay, not a lot, Chad. Very little of my list that we invested into sitting on the highs. Biggest loser, Schwab, dividend equity ETF, and then BlackRock thereafter. So not a lot of movement. Very, very tight movements happening here across the board. Let's just check the Q2 list. Let's just check Q2. Who's on the high and low? UPS on the high. Still technically on the yearly low. But yeah, red dragon. What is happening with? Let's check what's happening with the cryptocurrencies. Binance Coin off. Alice. What is this? CHR. I don't even know why I've got this on here. Yeah, Keys, I'm ready. I'm ready to throw in the towel here for the day. Let's just have one more look before I.
Fortunately, literally nothing. Yeah.
Before I throw in the towel completely, let's just get the Mac attack here. Alrighty, gold holding onto that weekly S1. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Look at US30. US30 holding that weekly pivot. That is that previous daily low. If you are going to stick around, Chad, if you still have the ability to be at your chart a little bit later, please monitor this area. Please monitor this area. The 80 for me, I don't know whether the 80 needs to catch up with what's happening with price, but if the 80 stays above this 200 and it can get above this level, I do think we in for some solid buys. And the reason I say that is because we never really had a solid retest on the Asia low level. If you look at Asia lows here, we never really had a solid close on the Asia low here. All right. So keep an eye on this, Chad. And then Nasdaq, previous daily high right here, rejecting that, but still also 80 diverging bullish. And then gold. Yeah, but the 80 on gold, there's no buying going on here. Yo, Chad, I want to say if you're very aggressive, no, don't, no.
He's like, I'm trying to force something.
No, here's the thing with gold.
Shaq is in US30 buys.
Let me see where Shaq is in. The Shaq attack. Let me see where Shaq. I'll tell you where Shaq is in. No, man, is Shaq in? Impossible. Can't believe it. In cells, maybe.
Even I have no clue where Shaq would be in on this.
Is he in buys?
He's in buys. I don't know how Shaq can be in a buy there.
Then Shaq import. They're messing with us. There's no way, dude. I promise you, there's no way Shaq is in buys. Yeah, no way. No way. Quinter is messing with us here. There's absolutely no way.
He hasn't posted anything.
Gold. Okay, Chad, gold. What I wanted to say before I got this call. If you can't get up from a consolidation like this, I have seen gold hurt the boys. Absolutely hurt them. Coming down. But I've also seen gold range like it's nobody's business after a clean move like we had down here. So personally, I am not gonna trade anything here because there's no need to trade anything here. Hi Chris, how is 38,842 as US 30 sell TP? Let's check here. 38. No, here's the thing though. If you can get through your weekly pivot, this level here, remember we already tapped the weekly R1. The weekly R1 is up here. Let me just delete this. I don't know why that's still there. The weekly R1 is up here. So we already rejected that. That's already rejected. And we are now back at the weekly neutral point, which is here. If we start trading below this level, we are then going to the weekly S1, which is all the way down here, 38, 640, 48. So that's why this level here is key. Key. Key, do you love me? What website was that, Chris? That was literally, if you go, I don't know if it's still on my screen, but if you go here, for instance, US 30, they've got some news headlines here. So if you go to technical, okay, not technicals, yeah, literally there's a lot of headlines, Reuters, so there's a lot of headlines that come on TradingView. US stocks mix with art toward Friday's PCE report, and there's constant news that's coming through here.
Yeah, bro, I don't know how you can be in on that trade.
Is it?
Well, I'm just saying that, guys. I was just talking like how he trades. I'm just saying, yeah, I don't know how he can be in on that one. But nah, the man does well. As Champ says, the thing is, it's risky, but he manages it well. He trades it well. So
I think the only way it could be in, the only way I'm thinking, but then even again looking at the rest of the other indicators, you can say that he's using this range. He's using this range as the manipulation range, and he's using this as the breakout and the hold there. But I cannot see. That's the only thing I can see that he's potentially trading. Is this range here? And maybe on that hold when it came down and it held that as support.
Well, he was in earlier because he was also in stop loss was hit.
Oh, did he say stop loss was hit?
Yeah, that question said he was in the trade. Stop loss was hit. So
okay.
he hit stop loss with me. We both got taken out on it.
He was stop loss was hit. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't really. There's one place where I think he could have traded earlier. 5 minutes after the open, but that's all.
Yeah.
But Chad, that's that thing what I said with, for instance, yesterday, he took a trade yesterday. So 4 consecutive wins. And then after that, most of the guys will lose their mind and they will take one loss. And that one loss ripped you to pieces. But Kicks, there's nothing for me. Honestly, Chad.
For me, it's done, bro. I'm not gonna use my second bullet on anything. Yeah.
Chad, for me, let me just before we head out here, let me just show you the last bit of information that I'm looking at here. Gold, I think it's done. If it even moves a little bit later, there's nothing for me here. Nothing clean, nothing clear. US 30 5-minute time frame. As I said, monitor this level, Chad. Come back tomorrow and say, Chris, previous daily low was something to look out for. These levels mean something because that was, Chad, think about it. Why? And I'm gonna give you some keys here for the guys that still stuck around, that didn't drop after the trade. A previous daily low or high is important because that was a level. Think about this. That was a level where buyers stepped in. And it never went lower than that. That entire day, that was the low. So now the next day, that becomes an important level because that was on the previous day. There was a conscious effort to get price away from that level. So again today, that's going to be an important level. So that's why we consider a previous daily low and a previous daily high. Nasdaq, chop, chop, chop. Here is the previous daily high. They're sticking it there. Nothing for me. Gold. There's that key level we spoke about. Rejected it and now consolidating.
Yeah, that's, I think, pretty much it, guys. There's nothing really else to it. Markets has been all over the place today. I think Chris said it when we were starting that today was also going to be a day where we saw all the moves happen in a London session and before New York, and New York have that last little burst and then just range. So I don't think we're going to see anything else or anything too crazy for the rest of today. As you said, tomorrow markets come alive again. We've got news throughout the day, some nice red folders, so definitely going to be a good one. And again, guys, don't need to force trades. I took a shot at something that ranging just took me out. End of the day, it just wouldn't have been worth it. We had the trade this morning. I didn't go with my gut, and I paid for it. So again, even for now, some lessons to take away from today. But again, it was a good one having Chris here for the first time officially now for New York session. So you guys can see a lot more of him here. We're going to see the aggressive side of Chris.
Be aggressive, always. Yeah, chat, just for Project G guys, all of that. Actually haven't done a prop firm account in a while. So actually starting last year, I think we did three prop firm challenges all the way through to the funded stage. And starting one this year again for the first time. I'm kidding. I didn't do one.
No, you haven't.
I started one. Remember, I started one at the beginning of the year with Funded Engineer. And then that entire pause. And anyways, so going to do a funded challenge this year again. Really want to get stuck in. And that account is the one that I'm going to link to the 2G's Trade Alerts group.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the baby. That's going to be the one. A lot of focus as well, chat, for the Project G members. I'm thinking we're going to have to obviously wait for the start of the new quarter. But next week, I think next week, Wednesday's call, we're going to go through the short list for the stocks for Q3. So going to show you guys through all that. And if you want to do it on your own, please go and check the latest 2 long form YouTube videos. We spoke about that. But Chad, that is all from me. Peace and love. Actually, I have a call here. Monitor that level, Chad. Remember, US 30. Yesterday's level.
Yeah, guys, but pretty much that's been it. Again, Prodigy guys, we'll chat about doing that lesson tonight. We're going to do it or have any type of little call tonight. Anyone else who wants to join, make the most of what you can. We are getting forward to it. The new office coming in next week. And then, 2 weeks into the second week. Obviously, we've got NFP next week. The following week, we've got CPR. The same day CPR, we've got the 24-hour stream, Chad. Going to be a good one. And we just on the way, on the up and from here. So again, peace and love, guys. Thanks for everything. And we're going to see you on the flip side. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, be safe, and don't forget to tell somebody you love them. Cheers, guys.